Okay, so I know it's been a while since I posted an airport update, and this one is a much different airport update than the previous ones I've posted. This is definitely not my 49 gate 1:200 scale 8 foot by 8 foot layout. This is just a small regional and commuter layout with no jetways, all old school walk into your plane when you're ready to board. It is really only designed for smaller aircraft. I mean, you could park like a 737 or an MD-87 out there if you want to, but they really are a little too big for this small apron. There's a lot of little details in this one that I got to incorporate that I was not able to use a lot in my larger airport. I've got my blast deflectors there along the perimeter, which I'm kind of using like as a little fence. I also have a bunch of my airport signs that I have out today with my taxiway markings. All right. I also got my my terminal. This is a prefabricated design. You have to assemble it, but it's really a 1:160 railroad terminal that I'm using as an airport terminal that I think comes out pretty well for what I'm looking for. All right. On the back side, notice I've done a little work as well. I've made a little miniature loop for the buses and cars to approach the airport at. It's not complete. I still need to do a parking lot on the near side. I've got a bunch of trees that I'm looking to install as well. Again, that's further on down the road when I have some time. But for now, it does well enough for showcasing some of my models out there. The main reason why I brought this one out today was I wanted to show off my brand new 1:200 scale CRJ 200s. I've got two of them. They're from a company called HYJL Wings. They typically only make 1:400 scale models, but just recently they've come out with these two. Actually, they have four total. They've made four versions of the Air Canada CRJ 200. Now, even though these two models look identical, they are slightly different. They have different registrations. The one that's boarding passengers is the Air Georgian version of it, and the one taxiing in is the Jazz Air Canada Express version. Again, they're both 1:200 scale, which is the first time I've seen the CRJ 200 in this scale. And all in all, the models are real nice. I would say that they are on par with Gemini or JC Wings, something like that. The color all looks good. Now they sit a little high on the landing gear, but I'm okay with that. I think it still looks pretty good. One thing that I did have to do to both of these models is all of the antenna on both of these two aircraft were just sitting in the hole. So as soon as I took the models out, the antennas just all fell out in the box, and I had to glue each one of these on. There's two on the top, and then there's the one hanging off the bottom. Other than that, the models are real nice. So this one that's parked up here, this boarding passengers, got a lot of the GSC associated with the small regional. We've got the open carts in the back. We've got the covered awnings now. That was one modification I've done to all my awnings, is adding that covering to them. And then of course all the passengers walking around. We've got the little luggage loading area out in front there. APU in the front, and the fuel truck on the right side with a fuel hose now that runs from the truck to the wing. All right, then coming inbound, I've got the taxi directors waiting out there for it to come in. And again, this is the Air Canada Express Jazz version of their CRJ 200. The other two models I have out there today are my WestJet Q400 with my custom baggage carts, again covered awning and baggage loader. And then last but not least, this is my custom Alaska operated by SkyWest ERJ 170. This model started off as a JC Wings blank, and I thought that came out really good. The decals are from 88x.com. And right now I've got the pilot doing a pre-flight and one of the flight attendants going up the air stairs. And that is the entire regional airport setup that I have out there. Again, it's not quite done, but it's coming out real well. I was really happy with the way this is progressing.